Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics edition number 153.1. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released December 24th, 2014, beginning alphabetically with All New Invaders number 13. In the aftermath of the Kree's defeat by the All New Invaders and the loss of God's Whisper, Tanalth seeks answers, sending her on a cosmic quest and combat with the Eternal and Golden Age hero, Makkari. Will Kree warrior and Eternal speedster kill each other or get the answers they both seek? Plus Sam Wilson's first meeting with the all-new Invaders. Next we have all-new XFactor number 18, Access tie-in. Sunfire returns to XFactor with an odd proposal. Meanwhile, the team is dispatched to the Middle East to intervene in an ongoing war between two countries. We've also got all-new X-Men Annual number 1, The Secret Life of Ava Bell Part 2. Part 2 of Ava Bell's journey through the ages. With limited control over her powers and even less control over her destinations, Ava has believed herself lost in time. But just when she has come to accept this as truth, her world was once again ripped asunder as she is once again sent tumbling through time. Next we have Avengers and X-Men Access number 9 of 9. Act 3, New World Disorder. Who will live? Who will die? Who will remain inverted? A shocking climax that promises to crack the Marvel Universe to its very core. An old foe must claim the mantle of his greatest enemy to save the lives of all he cares for. An X-Men's horrifying fate. An Avengers' appalling choice. If you read only one comic this century, this is it. We've also got Captain America and the Mighty Avengers number 3, Access tie-in. You've dreaded it, you've dreamed of it, now it's here. The Avengers War. With Captain America and Iron Man bringing the full power of the Avengers against the Gem Theater, can our heroes possibly survive? Guest starring SpiderMan, but which side is the wall crawler on? Next we have Cyclops number 8. The cutthroat space pirate crew Scott Summers has joined up with is rampaging across space, plundering and cutting throats. And now Scott is expected to cut throats with them. Exactly how far will Scott go to save his skin and to rescue his captive father? At least on the romance front, there's some good news. Scott's discovered there are other girls in the universe besides Jean Grey. But let's just hope the pirate captain doesn't discover Scott's got his eye on his daughter. Get it? Eye on his daughter. That's a Cyclops joke right there. Next we have Daredevil number 11. Daredevil's recent traumas have him coping in an unexpected way. A mystery that's been building since issue 1 starts to pay off big. San Francisco now has 2 men without fear, and only one will be left standing. Next we have Dark Tower, the drawing of the 3, the prisoner number 5 of 5. With magic doors appearing, his eyes changing color, strange voices in his head, and monstrous labrosities hungry for his flesh, can the drug-addled Eddie Dean survive his desperate mission to Miami? A bold new chapter comes to a chilling conclusion by writers Peter David and Robin Firth and artist Piotr Kowalski. We've also got Deadpool number 39, Access tie-in. You heard right, since the events of Access inverted him, Deadpool has gone zen. He's found peace, he swore off violence, so how is he going to help his friends live through the inverted X-Men? Next we have Death of Wolverine, the Logan Legacy number 7 of 7. It's all come to this. The heroes and villains closest to Wolverine, Mystique, Daken, Sabretooth, X-23, and Lady Deathstrike, make a monumental decision that will forever alter the legacy that Logan built years forging. That is, if they survive the threat of the vampiric menace challenging their goals. We've also got Hawkeye Vs Deadpool number 3 of 4. The baddest brawlers in Brooklyn continue to tear up the town in the next issue of Hawkeye Vs Deadpool. So Black Cat's been brainwashing goons and dressing them up as superheroes, huh? Good thing Hawkeye and Deadpool are on the case, if they can stop fighting amongst each other, that is. Next we have Loki, Agent of Asgard number 9, Access tie-in. Loki's swashbuckling savior of truth and justice versus Lorelai, scheming sister of the noble enchantress. Once, in a time Loki would rather forget, these two were allies. Now Loki must bring Lorelai in or die trying. Also featuring the base villainy of Thor, Marvel's brutish god of evil. We've also got Magneto number 13. In his war against those who would see his kind extinguished, Magneto has one steadfast ally, the mysterious woman called Briar Raleigh. But what are her true designs for the Master of Magnetism? Next we have Marvel Universe Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors number 2. Join Spider-Man as he teams up with the greatest heroes of the Marvel Universe. It's a superhero bug hunt. Hawkeye and the Avengers join Spidey to swat the villainous Beetle. We've also got Marvel's The Avengers number 1 of 2. Get ready for Marvel's The Avengers Age of Ultron with this official adaptation of the first blockbuster film. Next we have New Avengers number 28. In 5 months, time runs out. We've also got Nova number 25, Access Tie-In, oversized monumental 25th issue and great jumping on point. Things are changing for Sam Alexander, aka Nova, the Human Rocket, so get on board for the fastest moving comic in the business. Next we have Secret Avengers number 11, Hawkeye and Coulson face off. Who survives? Why is this even happening? Vladimir makes a deal with the Fury. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? We won't tell you, but you'll find out. Helicarrier is under attack. Spider-Woman engages. MODOK gets the message. We've also got She-Hulk number 11. At long last, it's all come down to this. The Blue File revealed. Titania versus She-Hulk. Angie Hong, no more. Eep, eep. Next we have Superior Iron Man number 3, The Last Temptation of Matt Murdock. After the life-changing events of issue number 2, Matt Murdock is faced with an impossible choice. Will Daredevil rebel, or will he buy into Tony Stark's vision? Can nothing stop the Superior Iron Man's non-stop party? You'll be surprised at who wants to crash it. And we've got Uncanny X-Men number 29. Everything over the last several months has been leading to this, a turning point for the X-Men, and it all revolves around their deceased former mentor and leader, Professor Charles Xavier. Out in trades this week, we've got Amazing X-Men Volume 2 World War Wendigo trade paperback. Writers Craig Kyle and Chris Yost return to the X-Men. When Wolverine discovers an old friend is missing, his visit to Canada soon transforms into a hairy situation. The Wendigo virus is running rampant, changing people into flesh-eating monsters. Now the X-Men and Alpha Flight must fight to stop the growing tide of Wendigos from consuming everything and everyone in their path, a task made harder when an X-Men falls prey to the deadly disease. Desperate, the X-Men take the fight to the spirit realm, but how do the great beasts fit into the mayhem? And will even the combined forces of the X-Men and Alpha Flight be enough to save Canada from this cannibalistic plague? Plus, Iceman, Firestar, and Spider-Man must renew their amazing friendship to save New York City, collecting Amazing X-Men number 7 through 12. Next we have Captain America Volume 5, the Tomorrow Soldier hardcover premiere edition. This is it, the final chapter of the story that began in Dimension Z. After Cap's earth-shaking battle against the Iron Nail, Steve Rogers is Captain America no more. But can he survive his new situation as a face from the past hunts him? Meanwhile, two of Cap's oldest foes continue their plan, Arnim Zola and the Red Skull. Zola wages war on New York, but without Cap to lead them, can the Avengers stop the Biofanatics' plot for revenge? As the Falcon faces a secret from Cap's past, Zola unleashes his hypermutates, and Jet Black joins the battle to the death. The Red Skull's longtime game is revealed as the road to Axis begins, but Zola and the Skull didn't anticipate a new player in the game, who is the all-new Captain America, collecting Captain America number 22 through 25. We've also got Marvel Masterworks Warlock Volume 1 trade paperback. In 1972, Marvel Comics marched into a new era, an era in which superheroes increasingly reflected the world's turmoil and social unrest. And the hero for that era was a newly christened Adam Warlock. Mixing action and allegory, Roy Thomas and Gil Kane armed the character that Stan and Jack called him with the sublime Soul Gem, and launched him on a wild ride across the cosmos to Counter-Earth. Hastened by the High Evolutionary to become the savior of this parallel planet, Warlock must rally humanity against the evil of the Man-Beast. This volume is a can't-miss foundation for Marvel's cosmic era, so reserve your copy today. Collecting Marvel Premiere number 1 and 2, Warlock 1 through 8, and Incredible Hulk number 176 to 178. Next, we have Nova Volume 4 Original Sin trade paperback. Original Sin tie-in. The Watcher's Eye presents a pair of mysteries. Was Nova's father a murderer? And what is the secret origin of the Black Novas? Sam Alexander grieves for the Watcher and turns to a friend for help, everyone's favorite Guardian of the Galaxy, Rocket Raccoon. As the secrets of the Black Novas and Sam's dad are revealed, Sam's world is torn apart. But can he come out of this stronger? Plus, when the Alexander home is threatened, there may not be anything that Nova can do to help out. And when Halloween rolls around, Nova joins the students at the Jean Grey School for trick-or-treating and trouble, collecting Nova number 17 through 22. We've also got X-Men Epic Collection Volume 1 Children of the Atom trade paperback. Billed as the strangest superheroes of all, the ever uncanny X-Men blasted onto the comic book scene in 1963. Now in this massive epic collection, you can feast your eyes as Stan, Jack, and company lay down the building blocks of comics' most famous franchise. You'll experience the beginning of Professor X's teen team and their mission for peace and brotherhood between man and mutant, their first battle with arch-foe Magneto, the dynamic debuts of of Juggernaut, the Sentinels, Quicksilver, the Scarlet Witch, and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and the Golden Age Jungle Man, Kazar, reinvented for a new era. All this and more epic X-Men adventures await within, collecting X-Men number 1 through 23. And we've got X-Men The Road to Onslaught Volume 3 trade paperback. Onslaught is coming, but first the X-Men must survive as Herald, the punishing and powerful Post. Archangel and Wolverine join Doctor Strange on a quest for a mystical cure to Psylocke's grievous Sabretooth-inflicted injuries, but Warren too his wounds, both physical and psychological. Meanwhile, the Brood return, the Age of Apocalypse's Dark Beast targets his Marvel Universe doppelganger, Wolverine succumbs to his animal side, literally, and the X-Men race to save a train full of commuters from Mr. Sinister's explosive experiments. The X-Men have reached the end of the road to Onslaught, but have all their trials been enough to prepare them for this mysterious villain's imminent assault? Collecting Uncanny X-Men number 329 to 332, Archangel number 1, X-Men Brood number 1 and 2, X-Men Unlimited number 10, X-Men number 50 to 52, Wolverine number 101, and the Xavier Institute Alumni Yearbook. Alright, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney saying Merry Christmas, and I've got issues.